Okay, so last time you made it all the way into the Citadel Hazurium in the middle of the Ardennes, and on your way you encountered some old friends, humans from Earth. Right, that wasn't last session. The session before that. Last session you only visited the Queen Elandine, the Queen of the Queendom, right?
Yes.
Alright, so that was only that bit. You had a very interesting tour, and then retreated back to the human enclave, or the human enclave. You, whatever you yourselves, you're basically native.
Dragon Slayers Guild.
Yeah, the Dragon Slayers Guild, actually. Mike, you followed. What was the guy's name? Actually, Sin something, but I always I lost his.
Jason.
Yeah, we don't remember his last name.
Oh, I don't know if we ever gave him one.
Now it's called Nordell.
Okay.
What?
Nordell.
Nordell?
Mm-hmm.
In Ardennes.
Well, no,
In-
that's his.
In real life.
Yeah.
Okay. So you switched from Jason.
No.
Jason Nordell. That's his last name.
Ah. Okay. Sorry.
Teehee. Right, so you followed him into a warehouse, which you could not find him in, and it burst into flames, and you made it out safely.
Albeit angrily.
Yeah. And the other groups, the other peoples, no people in the party remained in the enclave, or the guild. Do we want to continue with the night, or should we just jump over to the morning?
Well, I would probably stalk on home,
Mm-hmm.
wake Samum up, and have him ransack Jason's room while I go back out and try and find Jason.
He died in a mysterious house fire.
Good for him.
Meet his
Alright.
grieving widow and 7 children.
Yeah, that's entirely fine.
But we can actually
wondering-
roleplay that, because do we have our own rooms, or do we have a communal room? Because Jason had his own room.
I think that at the guild were
I
enough rooms.
should probably be in some sort of communal room, at least. I mean, we met them like today. So, at least we haven't been given like rooms. Maybe you just have a standing room for like when a glorious leader returns.
But we had a pretty big guild hall, so.
Glorious leader?
Oh, wasn't
Alex?
weren't you the leader?
Me? No. I was just banging the leader.
But there's probably a room for that person too, since that person is also currently not there.
So, I guess it's up to you, Adam. How big is this place, and how many private rooms are there?
It's not super big because you're just a new startup guild, but I would say that there's one dormitory for women and men, with maybe like. let's see,
How
what's
very
for
American.
It's
Says the Russian.
maybe like 16 beds per dormitory. So if there's more, how many were there? There were like 50 people in there in total or something like that.
Weren't there
No,
only
we
like
were only
20?
We were 20 odd people, and then there were people from CERN, so I'm not sure. how
Yeah,
many-
but the total amount of people, they almost everybody sleeps there.
Well, we can say communal rooms 20 per dorm, and then I guess some
and then
people
there's
have
like-
private rooms.
Exactly. Like Alex, for example, has her own room.
And Jason, because that'd always be weird when he locked the door after him.
No, absolutely.
Maybe it
but
was the bathroom.
Oh, what an ass! He locked it on his way out.
You don't want to go in there, mate.
My private bathroom. Fuck you guys.
It's the only one that has plumbing.
Took
Yeah,
the tech boys 3 months to do it. Now it's mine.
Yep, he's an asshole.
What was it? What was it that they had that was so wonderful? They had running water or something.
Yeah, they can take a
Yeah,
hot
exactly.
shower.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
quietly walk into the male dorm, and if someone is asleep, basically I would do the creepy thing of putting my hand over his mouth and waking him up.
And you'll probably smell a little bit like fire and soot and sweat.
Yep.
All right, so that happens.
Some.
Yeah, I probably wake up in slight panic. If I remember correctly, we had been drinking or something. We were slightly intoxicated at least.
What?
I was at least.
you
I
were
mean,
drinking
you
wine.
weren't because
Oh
you
yeah,
had like
you drank a shit ton with the queen.
The
Yeah.
queen drank
I
a shit
mean,
ton.
yeah. I mean, you also drank, but you have like the iron stomach of a wild rhinoceros, so
Otherwise known as a Russian.
so you don't care. Well,
He keeps
yeah. In my drunken fervor, I panic and like.
Shh, it's just me.
Stab it!
I remove my hand.
What?
I need your help. Come on. And then I start moving towards the door.
Fine. I
I need an aspirin.
didn't need those brain cells anyway. I put some clothing on, or some pants at least, and I follow him out of the room, stumbling slightly.
So as we get out of the dorm, I guess there might be like a few candles or something. You might notice that I'm slightly singed. And suits. Like my face is probably like pretty much covered in soot and hair and stuff. Because I mean it was probably pretty smoky and shit.
What the hell happened to you? Did you roll around in the fireplace?
Well, I could have been a burnt corpse. I was bored, so I followed Jason around. He led me into a trap.
Then you weren't following him properly. Wait the
Dude,
fuck.
I did. As far as I know, I was doing a good job. I'm not. Anyways, I'm
So
gonna
he
go
did-
back out and try and find Jason. And if he doesn't give me a good answer, I might decide to, do something rash. And then meanwhile, I want you to go into his room and see if there's anything unsavory.
Probably, but wait. Let me
What?
get this straight. You followed the guy.
Hmm.
Where did he lead you into a trap, and why are you sooty and singed?
He led me into a warehouse of sorts
Okay.
with clay goods and boxes. I
Mhm.
go in. He did he disappear down a trap door? I think, or was that just speculation?
You didn't see him.
I don't even remember a trapdoor, but
There was a trap wire, you think?
Yeah. And basically, I walk in after him. I don't know where he goes. I assume it might be some kind of trap door. And then suddenly the door shuts tight, and then the place is on fire.
Dude, that's overreacting.
Yeah, and that's what I intend to say to Jason.
Oh shit. I mean,
Not with so many words, more with actions.
yeah. No. Give him a nice punch from me. Okay, I'm just gonna go and get my lockpicking set. And where was his room again?
I point at it.
All
That's
right.
the room he came out of. I assume it's his.
Well, we'll find out. I go get my stuff.
And in the meanwhile, I'm mostly angry, so I'm not going to stand watch because I'm too angry for that. I head on out on the off chance that I find Jason.
so you're just gonna roam randomly.
Well, I'm probably going to head on in the general direction that he led me towards and see what I find. In worst cases, it's going to be fruitless. I mean, I'm not going to find him unless you roll like 100 on a D100 or something. But I'm probably going to give up after an hour and like hide somewhere on top of the guild building so that I can basically just jump on him once he comes close and say hi.
Absolutely.
Michael, the gargoyle.
Yeah, literally. That's what I'm going to be doing. Waiting probably all night on the off chance that I get to, not necessarily murder Jason, but to show my displeasure.
Such trash people. So, all right, you perch after running around for an hour or so. You perch yourself on top of the guild building after some skillful climbing. What's it called? Exploration, something.
Urban exploration.
Urban exploration. To Samum, who has to do some funky shit inside of the building. Jason's room.
Jason.
And you're going to break in.
Yes. Hopefully stealthily.
You brought some tools, and how are you going about that?
Well, first of all, I have a lockpick or I have lockpicks at least. It's part of my starting equipment. Since I am doing something sneakily and I don't want people to see, I intend to blanket the lights in this hallway, at least near me. So if you I don't know how long the corridor is, but let's say there's a candle every 5 meters for the sake of it.
They do use the crystals.
No.
Unscrew it.
Yeah, can I deactivate it somehow?
I would assume so.
Put
You
a
also
blanket
assume
over
so.
it.
But yet I do not know how.
There, you would call it in a nightlight mode. So they're emitting a very sort of low yellow glow. It's enough for people that wander the corridors to go to the toilet. But it's not exactly illuminating.
Well,
Put a handkerchief on the closest one.
Maybe.
But I think if it generates heat and burns up and you start a fire.
Who can
Hope
blame
for
that on
best.
Jason? Well, the general effect and idea I was going for is simply like where I am, I want it to be dark, and if there's light elsewhere, that's okay because it's not going to be enough to illuminate me. If nothing else, it'll actually help me since it'll cause people to only see like the light sources and not me.
So you throw a bit of cloth over the cold crystals that emit light, and you cast a very strategic shadow over the exact position where you're standing.
Yes. I also do this after I've checked and see that there's no one else in the hallway.
Yeah, no, nobody else is there. You don't hear any sounds of people moving about.
Excellent. I inspect the door somewhat to see if there's any tripwires or whatnot from my end that I can see.
Well, the door is made of dark wood, and it has metal. What's it called? Metal. No, it's like, it's encased in metal. No, it's not encased, but it's like there's a word for it.
Get the
So there's metal on the borders of the door to reinforce it.
Yeah, it's reinforced with metal, maybe. The thing I'm looking for is called.
Well, sturdy door.
The handle itself is actually just a metal ring attached to the locking mechanism. And the locking mechanism, the lock wouldn't be particularly small, judging by the size of the hole. It's a big, solid lock.
Excellent. Well, I start off by using my hand-to-eye ability.
What does that do?
It works as a this twist provides an asset to any task involving manual dexterity, such as pickpocketing, lockpicking, games involving agility, and so on. Each use lasts up to a minute.
All right.
This costs me 2 speed, but since I have 1 edge, it costs me 1. Then I try to pick the lock. What difficulty do I have?
Let's see here. Difficulty 5.
Challenge. I shall... You know what? I'll put some effort into this.
This using the D20 here is actually a bit disadvantageous because I'm never supposed to tell you the difficulty, but just sort of like give you an idea and then you're supposed to roll. But the system demands that I give you the challenge.
So you can actually roll for 0, difficulty 0, none/unknown.
Oh, cool.
I just noticed. I think it's a new addition.
And oh,
Natural 20. So you regain any spent might.
speed.
Effort,
Thank you. Or
but not for the ability, right?
no.
Sweet. Since I spent 2 effort, that's a lot of.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. You rolled well. Congrats.
Yes, my
Elite
But
hacking
missing
skill,
finger.
and you rolled a 20.
yes. Major effect or 4 damage. I break the door. Click.
Now it's permanently locked.
Yes.
Permanently
You jammed it.
Wait, how is this a good effect? There's a horrible monster on the other side. Oh. Well, dear Game Master, I suppose I open the door,
Yes.
or unlock it at least.
Yeah. Yes, it's unlocked without a glitch.
I would hope.
Yeah, I take a quick glance around, see that no one's coming around corner, then I slowly open the door.
The room behind the door is more of a cell than a room. The only illumination comes from a very small window positioned quite high up on the wall. The walls itself are stone and mortar. And the only 2 items in the room, well, 3 items, is a chest to your right, a bed to your left, and a night. Well, it's called a cupboard, right on the sides of the bed. The room is just big enough for one person to move around and comfortably, but 2 people would have to actually sort of squeeze. There's a candle on the cupboard.
Is it
And
lit?
No, it's not lit. It's extinguished. It's quite dark in this room. The window has wooden. I don't know what to call those either. Curtains? No. It's basically a little wooden lock door. Yeah.
So it's
What
like,
are those?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Shutters?
Shutters, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Which are have a bar closing it. And yes,
Excellent.
that's it. There's nobody in the room, and you do not spot any immediate traps either.
Excellent. Well, I try to make sure if there's any how to phrase this in a paranoid enough way. You know, some people like put a coin or something like on top of their door, so when you open, it'll like drop. So when they come back, they'll see like, the thing is not there.
Yeah.
I try to see if there's like anything on the floor now that's like a small twig or something that I just.
Could be even a straw of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I probably won't notice that in the darkness. But like,
Or
if I
you
see
will
it,
notice it, but it has nothing to do with the door. So now it's just super confused. There's a stray of hair in the door when you leave.
So give me a roll of intellect.
sure.
Fumble. Fun.
You know, it's a perception roll, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't believe I have perception. So I'll just. Yeah, I have nothing. Screw effort.
That's like a red thread with all your characters when we roll.
You can't spend XP to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
We only
fine.
do highs and lows here.
Hey, Fail Squad has a reputation to maintain.
I'm very fascinated by what Zol is eating. Zol, what are you eating? Aha!
Wannabe chocolate.
Mm.
Jag trodde det var en jultomte.
No, sadly. I wish.
Okay, the intrusion, of course.
I would have held him for ransom.
I spend a XP to reroll.
All right.
Aww. Oh, there is something seriously wrong with your dice.
No, it's just the fact that.
I don't get the XP back though.
Hello.
Oh,
All right.
I'm apparently super perceptive now that I feel like unstrained my eyes.
Yeah, you're just what's it called? The newly awoken. So first you take a look. It's like, holy shit! I bumped over his perfect replica of Michelangelo. Wait a minute, must take out the sleep out of my eyes. Oh yeah, okay. You're perfectly clear now, and it's absolutely certain that there wasn't any warning systems in his door.
Sweet. My paranoia is satisfied.
Very.
For now.
You're super calm for the rest of the evening.
Well, I rummage through his stuff. I start by going through the cupboard, see if it has any drawers, and if there's like, I would say secret compartment, but if there's anything like stuck to the upper part of it or whatnot, common hiding places. I check the bed and then I check the chest.
All right. Well, so the bed is fairly comfortable. It's not like a royal bed, so it's a peasant's bed. So it has hay and whole feathers in the tekke, which is what cover.
Griffin feather bed.
Yeah, you could totally have done that. You did kill the griffin.
Or a griffin down jacket.
Griffin what?
Feather down jacket.
Oh, yeah, okay, now I get it. In the chest, you find his personal possessions, so shoes, clothes, things like that. So is a notepad with like a ledger for the guild, where he writes down stuff, like for example, who's taken out what sort of supplies, what supplies have been bought for how much, and stuff like that. Very mundane kind of things. The cupboard itself, you look at it from every angle. There wasn't anything hidden. However, you do find two thick black candles in the cupboard drawer. The candles are as thick as a bottle of beer on Earth would be. So it's fairly thick. They wouldn't burn down quickly at all. They're about 20 centimeters tall, so they're quite big, and they've been used, so they're not new.
He summoned Satan.
Or Santa.
Or Santa.
That would be better.
Also, you like meta talk. You should use that technique where you scratch the pad to see what he has written above the last page, in case he drew one out. So you can see if he has done any shady business he didn't want anyone to see.
I really hate Raphael. I wish he was dead.
What? Oh.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't have a pencil or any piece of like chalk or coal, so I don't think I can do that.
But you have a friend totally covered in soot. Smash your face on this, will you?
Wait, let me just get your face. Let's see what he wrote here.
Oh, nothing. Well, thanks
Well,
anyway.
what you could do is you could light one of the candles and then drip the stearine on the page and let it cool, and then just peel it off. It could create a mold.
You would have to press really freaking hard.
Maybe.
Just rip out the first blank page, and we'll do it later.
Well, I inspected the ledger. Does it look like there's been like pages ripped out? Because if this is a book of some sort, there's a book binding, and pages are not like alone.
Yeah, the book is bound in animal letters, and the pages are actual paper, however those were made. And you're fairly certain that no pages have been ripped out. It seems in fairly good condition. You don't find any signs of sort of manipulation or something like that.
No. I will take the black candles and put them in. If I have any sort of bag, I guess.
You have ye olde loot bag.
Yeah. Put them in my ye old loot bag. There was nothing else really of any sort of interest.
Where's the chest? Or did you already check the chest?
I checked out his personal belongings, a couple of shoes, some clothing, I guess, and the ledger.
Did you try lifting the chest if it was surprisingly heavy, or if there's anything below it? This is getting really meta. I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
I was thinking, the chest is unsurprisingly heavy for a big wooden chest.
Oh, you know, clear.
The window.
Yes?
Does it have a what's it called? Windowsill? First black.
Well, not as much, but if you would open the wooden
Yeah.
curtains, then there would be some space to put stuff on there.
Yeah. Can I actually see up there? Can I like stand on the bed or something and see
No.
at the height?
Imagine it's like if you stretch out your arms, it's just the perfect height to open it and to lift the bar and open it. So it's not like super high. The room is, a normal height.
I just want to see if he is put the candles there so I can see like candle drippings around it, or if there's anything else left up there.
No, nothing is. Do you open the window?
I opened the window and tried to
Yeah, no, there isn't anything that you can tell there. The window is barred on the other side of the wooden whatever it is called. But since you've mentioned that you're looking for where the candles were positioned, you do believe that there's two sort of like wax spots on the top of the chest. One on the far left and the other one on the far right.
But
They're very stable in those spots.
okay, that's strange. Well, you know what? Let's find some flint and tinder and see if we summon Satan.
Or Santa.
Let's hope for the best.
I put them on their, what I believe to be their spots,
Mm-hmm.
and light them.
All right. So you light them with whatever it is that you have to light.
I suppose I have flint and tinder or something.
Let's see.
Or flint and steel.
I don't really feel.
Nope. I don't have that written down, actually. Does he have any
You're
flint
an
and tinder?
adventure type person. You must have something to light fires with. Otherwise, you're not going to really survive very long in the woods. Or you're not going to like it very much.
I hate going with like, oh, you just happen to have the convenient item. So I would just say that he actually had some sort of like metal device that is allowing you to create a spark.
Perhaps it turns out that the
Does he
glowing
have
crystal
some flint and
outside
tinder
was
among-
actually warm, so the napkin is burning right now. So just go and get it right there.
No, he has some sort of metal device, which is, imagine like a bit like tongs. What's it called? It's called tongs, isn't it?
Or a prong.
Pliers.
Pliers, a bit like pliers. So you with like stones
one
on
of
top of
those.
them.
I think I've seen.
You sort of squeeze it, and a spark comes out.
Yeah.
And so you figure, okay, let's give it a try, and then, you throw a spark at the candle, and with a little bit of like a chemical sparkle, a green flame settles on the knot, erupts from the knot.
Oh, that's not at all ominous. Let's try the other one.
The room is now filled with an eerie green glow, making you feel like you're in a Disney movie where some evil lurks.
Adam, I
Yeah.
like the wagging tail above your head.
It's adorable. Evil is lurking.
That is pretty funny.
Okay. Well, well, except for the eerie light, I'm no magician, so I don't really sense magic
Nope,
as such.
nope, you don't.
You turn around, there's a genie.
Yeah. I
But you lit one candle, and
Yeah.
as soon as you do you light the other one?
I like the other one. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm like half drunk.
Okay. Anyway, so you light the other candle.
Yeah.
You set the other knot aflame, and what happens is that between the candles,
Mhm.
something like a hologram screen appears. It flickers, and then the image becomes more solid. You see a floating face.
It is Raphael's.
No, it's not Raphael's. Who's Raphael?
Damn.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, that guy. No, it's a face you don't recognize. It's a man in his 20s with a typical male sort of haircut, sort of resembling mine actually right now, just more organized. Like, the hair is actually like this, put together. He has pleasant face features, and he's, moving. He's animated. He looks at you and he goes like, "Well, who might you be?"
Ah!
Well, I'm like, don't mind me. I was just admiring the candles.
To be honest, I thought we were going to use, hey, I'm your boss, your spinner identity thing.
Nope.
Your brother from another mother.
Jason sent to me. He said password was Eagle5. The message has been delivered. No.
I'm assuming the one where you actually just extinguished the lights was the one you went
Yeah.
with, or okay. Well, sure, you extinguish the lights, and the image in between them disappears. The room
Okay.
is now again filled with darkness, and whatever light comes in from the hallway.
Okay. I don't pack those down. Look like open door, look out. Getting the fuck out of here. And I rush down the corridor and start screaming at.
Excellent! You forgot your shirt on the crystal. I shall write that down. No, it's not the kind of game master I am.
What was your name now? Volkov? No, Ur. Ur was your name here. So I'm like, Ur! Ur! The fuck are you?
Final hour.
Well, if I am outside and I hear him, I would probably sigh and go find Sanum
Okay.
I'd be like, so I would, nimbly jump down and then I would go towards the shouting voice.
Everything is fine. You meet up with someone.
Okay. I don't know if this is really damning evidence, but it's creepy as fuck. Now I'm just gonna have to go get the wizard Dave. Heck, I might as well bring Mira. She probably knows more about the strange things than any of us. Am I allowed to go into the dormitory and wake her up? Will people start throwing swords at me?
Well, none of the Dragon Slayers should really mind. I mean, we usually just share a communal room or two. So
Okay. Well then,
maybe the CERN people are more. But they shouldn't throw swords at you.
good.
They
Throw
throw
daggers then. I can dodge that.
magnifying glasses.
You go get the Def. Meet me at Jason's room. I'll go get Mira.
Okay.
No, if we are ever at a camp or some sort of, and any of you ever get the brilliant idea of trying to wake me up in the middle of the night because you found something creepy, just stab yourself. Don't do that, and do something else instead.
Honey, obviously we're leaving you behind. You're the foreign kid. You die first.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We will just be in the car driving away, and people go like, "Did we forget Adam?"
Like not
No,
so much
we love-
forget.
Well, he did say he always wanted to go out like this, didn't he?
He actually told us to stop ourselves before we woke him up. He just did what he wanted.
Just go.
His
go.
glorious sacrifice will be remembered.
So I
I'm
go and
displeased.
I go wake up Diaf in the exact same way I woke up Sam.
Assassination!
Basically.
This is when you realize that it's actually not Dave lying in his bed. It's a decoy. He's standing behind you.
Yeah, for an XP, sure.
I just assume that the creepy wizard sleeps standing up. Like
In a coffin. Well, I go and wake up Mira in a less creepy way.
Yeah, go ahead. I was like, sure, I'm not gonna give you any difficulties waking up your friend.
Don't step on my griffin eggs.
Don't you have some sort of incubator? I think you developed some sort of incubator for those, didn't you?
Well, I did develop something that would keep them warm.
Yeah, it was like the pot from underneath the bed filled with coals that you
I mean,
made
you could
ever
always-
glowing, and you made a little nest on top of it.
You could have just bought a tiny crib.
The ever glowing.
Isn't this like still the first day in town?
Well, I go in and like, hey, Mira.
Ah. What?
Mira,
Get up! Group meeting! We need your help.
No.
Yes, now.
What time is it?
I don't know, does it look like I have a watch?
it will be
Fine.
it will be a completely different roleplay if you were Spanish. Like, Mira!
Look!
Oh, fine. I get up and tag along.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I wake up.
No, seriously, I would fucking punch the guy that wakes me up in the middle of the night. I need my sleep.
I go up to Diaf, put my hand over his mouth, and I shake him awake. Diaf, you need to get up.
Does he really?
Do I wake up?
Yeah, sure. No, somebody's fucking
No,
no,
it's
just
actually
dead,
like-
almost. No, but come on. See, he put his hand on your mouth, and he's like shaking you. Yes, you wake up.
Or you fall deeper into a slumber that you will never wake from.
In what kind of sleep was I?
Deep sleep.
Was it good, nice or?
Nice.
Okay. Do I
Out for the first time in a long time. You've been sleeping in a nice bed after having a lot of alcohol. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty nice place to be if you like alcohol.
It was nice.
do I have a headache?
Yeah, you feel maybe a bit tired.
Okay, so I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes.
I shake you further, like, Dive, get up before I tip your bed.
What do you want?
We need your help.
With what?
It's not
For
the
fuck's
place.
sake, keep it down here. Some of us are trying to sleep. We have adventuring duty tomorrow.
I pick up a shoe and I throw it at the bed, and then I basically lift up Diaph and like lift him towards the door.
Yeah, but by the amount of swearing that's coming from the recipient of the shoe, you can swear he's Australian.
So in humanitarian efforts, I follow along without making too much fuss.
Oh, how nice of you. Considerate. It's like he's the first nice person in this group. No.
Yes, he is.
No. Okay. All right. So Ur dragged Death Star out of the bed dormitory, and you all converge on Jason's room.
You have actually, he had a room.
So now you might notice that I am slightly singed, suit and stuff.
Mostly by the smell.
Okay, I open the door to his room. Like, get in.
You have some weird warrior paint going on. Do you know that?
Not you.
I look at you like, what?
Well,
And I go, oh, that's from the fire. And then I walk into the small room.
fire.
Later. So as we pack into this tiny fucking room.
You
I take the cloth that was deilluminating the crystal.
Sure. The room is, you literally need to sit on the bed to fit all of you inside this room.
Okay, so I close the door behind me. I put the candles where they were supposed to be on the chest.
All right.
You're like, okay, so you wanted me to check out the room. He has like nothing weird here except for these 2 candles. And I take the little lighty thingy and I try to light them again.
Do any of me or Death Star's like magical background go like no?
Yeah, so as soon as he takes out the candles, they're obviously, potent with power.
Oh, by the way, I have the strange trained and non-combat arcane trained.
So it's a strange item, definitely. You can roll. You can roll a roll if to identify these items. I mean, if Shadow allows you to play with them before he lights them on fire.
Hey, can I play with them? Before you light them on fire.
Sure. I hand him one. I hand one to Mira.
I start juggling.
Roll a speed roll.
What difficulty on the strange roll?
I'm not gonna tell you. So just roll 0.
So decide beforehand if you're going to spend effort and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I believe that it's a cipher? Because my strange sense would tell me if it's a cipher.
Really? It specifically would tell you that it's a cipher?
I think so. I can read what it actually says. Sense something strange. You can sense whatever creatures of an alternative recursion, creatures of a strange ciphers or related phenomena are active in a situation where their presence is not obvious.
Yeah, sure.
But
it's
you
a
must
cipher.
study an object or location closer for a minute to get a feel for the situation. So if I look at it, will I know it's a cipher? Because then I can use my cipher
Yes, sure.
skills to
But-
do shit.
Fine. Both of you you get a strong sensation that this is a strange object.
Okay. Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, trained.
So
He would have
What
succeeded on a difficulty 6 roll.